time for a little Gold Miners hockey chat, also known as Winnipeg Jets breakfast.
Well, we just had it now. We're good.
Yeah, we chatted.
We just went over it.
We went over it. We're good.
The game started at 10:30, so I couldn't see too much of it, but he's just giving me the lowdown
So
what's going on.
you got it all straightened out?
Yeah, I watched every minute of it, so we're okay.
You've traded Mason for a bag of pucks?
No, he was good last night.
No, he was good.
You're keeping him now?
Yeah.
Yep.
38 save performance.
You finally give him his first start since Remembrance Day?
That is correct, yes.
Now you're happy with him?
That's right, we're happy now.
Okay.
We'd have to send his stiff
How's Montreal doing, Ferg?
The Habs are okay. We got a point last night.
Oh, okay. Well, even a blind squirrel finds an acorn once in a while.
Well, you know.
Now, listen, speaking of big trades, there was a big trade.
Yes, there was.
A huge trade.
Yes, there
Traded
was.
for the number one scorer in the NOJHL.
Yeah, every once in a while, I guess you get lucky and you throw the right deal on the table and you make something happen. So, it was exciting.
Gregory Trudeau-Paquet from French River for a package, right?
Yeah, we dished Adam Kozier and Gabbro to French River, and it was good.
Now, you've played against Mr. Paquet a couple of times.
Yes.
Yeah, because we haven't seen him now.
And now you've coached him in 3 games.
Yep.
And a couple of practices. Is he better than you thought he was?
Yeah, definitely better than I thought he was.
He's a heck of
When
a
you say that, what are you talking about?
In terms of, I knew he was very good offensively. The thing that I really enjoyed the most about him is just his compete level. A lot of people, question that about him, and maybe hopefully it's not honeymoon stage, but he definitely came in and competed right from the get-go. So that was a very nice compliment to him.
I'm not sure how you can be near the top of the charts for scoring and people questioning your compete level.
Well, sometimes you're just that skilled, right? I mean, that's reality. If
I've
you're
never had
skilled,
that. I've never had that problem.
Well, no, you're a Habs fan, so you can't have that problem.
And he had 8 points in the 3 games?
Yeah, he was a beast. Credit to his line mates there, Fife and Nikitin as well. Both played really well with them. It was instant chemistry, so they're going to be a force to reckon with.
And I guess that just makes you that much deeper, right?
Yeah, exactly. It just adds another piece to the puzzle, and then you get a guy like Kevin Ford back in our lineup with once he's done being injured,
right.
We're going to be in good shape.
Now, here's something I bet you the vast majority of Miners Nation does not know, and that's the suspension that the league handed down to Nikitin.
Yeah, it's it's unfortunate. I was able to watch the video very closely, and I guess the reality is that we don't agree with what the suspension was, and we're going to appeal it.
So a guy that's never been suspended.
It was basically a check to the head.
Yep.
For a check to the head.
Went in the
games.
books as a check to the head. They deemed it. I'm assuming they've deemed it extremely violent, or they saw something they didn't like. They hit him with 8 games.
Yeah, and that's what the league ruling was. There's an appeal process, fortunately, in the league that we can exhaust, and we're going to do that. And whatever happens, happens. I mean, at the end of the day, the league's going to make a decision. We can't control that.
We got to live with it.
We gotta utilize what we can do. So,
and as you mentioned, Ford's out too for a few weeks too, right? And so,
yeah,
a little short on forward, I guess. Maybe.
Yeah, it hurts. I mean, especially having those 2 types of forwards out of our lineup. But it'll give an opportunity for some of our other guys to step up and show what they got.
Exactly.
Okay, so you trade for the leading scorer in the league, but you still lost 2 or 3. They were tight games on the road. But Ryan, what's not working right now? Like, when you look
we're not finding ways to put the puck in the net on the power play. It's hurting us a little bit. We went on a nice run where we were generating offense on the power play, and right now we're not. So our 5-on-5 game is really well, and we got to find ways to put the puck in the power play. And our power play percentage is at like 17%, and we need to find a way to get that to 20%. And it's still a work in progress. So
and it's not like there's penalties every game, right? Like you spend half the time either killing them or.
Yeah, it's
maybe more, 60%.
It's definitely a special teams league for sure.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
Okay, so and it's very, very tight in the East, of course. So a couple of wins, couple of losses. You go either way, and now you got 2 big games in Cochrane and Timmins this weekend.
Yeah, I mean the Cochrane game is huge. They have couple games in hand on us, so you want to try to grab those 2 points from them, and then they're a good team. I know Lenny's always tinkering with his roster, trying to find the right pieces, but not to look past them. We definitely got to find a way to beat Timmins. We get them back-to-back games. They're kind of in a similar situation to us because they have a little bit of a depleted roster as well with a lot of injuries. So Cochrane, we're going to come out hard, and whatever happens, happens. Same thing with Timmins. We just got to give a good effort every night.
Now, Cochrane in the middle of seven in a row on the road, right?
7 in a row on the road. I'm not sure who made this schedule for us, but we'll hopefully next year not have that happen to us. So.
Now, Cochrane traditionally played a wide open style. They still doing that, Ryan?
Yeah, they're definitely a wide open game. Very skilled offensively, and we just got to find a way defensively to shut them down and turn the game into a 2-1, 3-2 type hockey game.
And they always come out storming at home. It's like you got to weather that first 10 minutes.
Yeah, for sure.
And speaking of at home, I haven't been to a game since the crowds they get, but Timmins, it's like huge crowds.
Yeah, they draw pretty well for sure.
So that must be intimidating itself when they all get going there, I would say.
You know what? I've never been in the rink before.
Yeah, well,
I don't know anything about it, so it'll be my first experience.
It's an old
there.
barn,
but you know what, Greg? Think back to your days as an athlete and yourself, Ryan.
Oh yeah, you get you pumped up.
You go into a visiting building, field, arena, whatever. Yeah. And the crowd's pumped for the home team. You get pumped up as well as the visit. Noise is noise.
Yeah, but I know if you look at the attendance figure, I am blown away. Timmins gets like 800 people, 900 people a game. It's crazy.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, it's good for them. I mean, they're obviously a bigger community than a lot of the other teams in the league. So
40,000 people.
Exactly. So it's
something
nice.
else. They used to have the Golden Bears back in the day when Steve Sullivan played, but they didn't get crowds like that.
You haven't been to Timmins yet, have you?
No, first time.
I didn't realize you hadn't
first
been to
time.
Timmins.
Yeah. I was going to ask you your thoughts on the MAC, but we'll save that for next week.
Too.
Yeah, absolutely. Save it for next week.
A building that was modeled on it's a mini Maple Leaf Gardens.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll get your impressions on the McIntyre.
Okay, so 2 big games. Cochrane Friday night, Timmins Saturday. It'd be nice to get a couple wins and move back into second place in the East, possibly. Huh?
Yes,
yeah, indeed. I mean. The biggest thing is it's going to be tough to catch Powassan. We know that, right? So, I mean, we want to finish in that 2-3 situation going into the playoffs. That's the goal. Right. And, I mean, hey, if we get on a run and get to catch Powassan, that's great. But, being realistic, we want to make sure that we're right in that 2-3 situation.
Like you say, with Nikitin out and the Trudeau-Paquet just coming and Ford, you're trying to get better as you go along here, right?
Yep,
so it's
for sure. And we've seen vast improvements from our young guys.
Yeah.
They're not putting the puck in the net yet, but they're there.
They're working like demons.
They're there.
And they're working hard.
And that's half the battle, right?
Exactly.
So.
Well, I remember a certain year when someone finished first and was 40 points ahead of Powassan. It may have been bounced in the first round.
Yeah, and sort of disappeared after the first round of the playoffs.
So there you go. It could go either way.
Exactly.
So maybe that role will be reversed.
It's like anything. You just got to get there. You got to qualify.
Exactly.
You got to get there, and whatever happens, happens. You let the chips fall.
Exactly.
All right. Well, good luck this weekend, Ryan. Cochrane Friday, Timmins Saturday. Should be a couple good games.
Yes, indeed.
Right on. Well, thanks for having me again, guys.
I'm predicting a 3-point weekend.
Oh, here we go.
I like that. That's a good prediction.
Coach is with me.
Yeah, I'm on the same page.
To heck with the sports director. I have coaches with me. 7:46. It's Coach Ryan Wood joining us in studio this morning. 14 before 8 o'clock. -7 in downtown Kirkland Lake.